What is Bourbon Street? This is a street of death. This is a street of lost dreams. And how do I know about that? Because every ambition that I had to do something in my life that was good, I lost it on this street. I became somebody who I never thought I would become in a million years on this street. And it ruined me. You know, you see all these strip clubs around, and it looks so enticing, right? All these girls that are in there. But don't you know that that's somebody's daughter? That's somebody's sister? That's somebody's mother? And more than likely, they're strung out on drugs. And they're in there because they have no choice to support their habit. And then you go in there and you treat them like a piece of meat. And it's really sad. And how do I know that? Because I worked in those clubs for 20 years and I shot dope. I was strung out on heroin. And you know what? It wasn't until I went to prison and I got out and I was at rock bottom that I cried out to God. I didn't even believe in God. I hated God. And you know what? But God is faithful. When I cried out to God, when I humbled myself, the Bible says that God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. See, there's a lot of proud people walking by. There's a lot of proud people walking by, shaking their heads and woo and everything else. But you know what? The Bible says that one day, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, whether you believe it or not. And on that day, you won't be proud and haughty. You won't be. You'll be crying out for the rocks to fall on top of you, but it'll be too late. It will be too late. But guess what? Here's the good news. The Bible says that today is the day of salvation, which means that it doesn't matter what you've done up until this point. Let me tell you, if you talk about the chief of sinners, right here. I've done things that most of you can't even imagine. And guess what? God forgave me. And not only has he forgiven me, but he's given me a new heart. Meaning that I don't want to do those things that I used to do. They don't mean nothing to me anymore.